Ezekiel Elliott, his appeal suspension hearing continues today in New York City. What updates do you have there?
Okay, not only is it going to continue today, it's also going to continue tomorrow, a 3-day appeals hearing for Ezekiel Elliott, and I'm told that his testimony under oath takes center stage today. He went on starting yesterday afternoon into the night. The hearing lasted about 10 hours yesterday, and most of the morning is going to be involving the testimony of Elliott. Now, yesterday morning when it started, it was really going through some of the evidence, hearing from the investigators. Then it was Elliott in the chair. Today, Elliott in the chair again. And then tomorrow morning, it is all going to be about the doctor examining and discussing some of the pictures of his accuser, Tiffany Thompson. And then appeals officer Harold Henderson is on the clock. Everyone wants this done and decided upon before the season begins. That means he really just has a couple days. And if the suspension is not reduced, then we'll find out, does Elliott take this to court to try to stay on the field?
So were you surprised, Ian, that it went a second day? And should we expect that this might stretch out over multiple days? Is there a precedent for something like that?
Good question, Kay. There is a precedent for this. Ray Rice actually went 2 days. And really what this means is, first of all, there's going to be no quick and easy solution. This is complicated and important, and something that the NFL, the arbitrator, Ezekiel Elliott, everyone is committed to hearing everything you possibly can. All evidence, maybe some new, a lot of it from the NFL's report, maybe a new way to look at some things. Everything is going to be heard. This investigation took more than a year because the NFL needed to be 100% thorough. Sounds like the appeals hearing is going to follow suit.
Thanks so much, Ian. Rapoport. Now, if Zeke Elliott does not have his suspension reduced or overturned, then what's next? What are those next couple of steps that we should all be aware of?
Well, all eyes then are on the federal courts. Could be a similar situation from Tom Brady. Remember, he was suspended, then took it to courts, and there was all these legal proceedings, had the appeals hearing, and then it ended up in federal court. And Brady, of course, granted a stay, ended up playing a season, and then finally serving his suspension. No word yet for sure on whether or not Ezekiel Elliott will take this to court, because it's not really an issue of is he going to win or not. It's really an issue of what if he loses and the timing of it, because the Cowboys would be involved in this decision as well. Let's say Ezekiel Elliott loses, gets his 6 games, decides to take it to court. Then the federal courts, acting on their own time, reach a decision in December. Well, then he wouldn't be on the field for the playoffs. That's something the Cowboys wouldn't want to risk at all. So they would be involved in the decision on whether or not Elliott takes it a step further if he loses.